If you were standing here in front of the Rising Sun Tavern 200 years ago, you wouldn't be dodging cars and trucks, but you'd be watching out for horses, wagons, and stagecoaches. Those horse-drawn vehicles, with their drivers and passengers, all came in to the Rising Sun Tavern. Look at the building, and imagine it with just a set of stairs in the center. George Washington's youngest brother, Charles, built it as a residence in 1760 and lived here for 20 years. Then it was used as a tavern under various owners and names until 1830. For the last few of those tavern years, it was known as the Rising Sun. According to his journal, George Washington often dined with his brother Charles when visiting Fredericksburg, and that would have been here in this building before it was a tavern. Prior to the Revolutionary War, the taverns in Fredericksburg were hotbeds of sedition. Patriots such as Thomas Jefferson, Patrick Henry, James Monroe, and George Mason gathered in those public places. Back then, a tavern wasn't just a place to get a drink and plot revolution. It was also a restaurant, a stagecoach stop, a post office, and overnight lodging for people and horses. Everything happened at a tavern. The Rising Sun was and is special. Here on Caroline Street, the more affluent part of town, the taverns were considered upper taverns or proper taverns. The lower taverns were near the docks. Therefore, sailors on the ships were restricted to those lower places. Even ladies could stay in a proper tavern without danger to their reputation. They had separate rooms to relax and to sleep in. There were also special accommodations for their needs. The Association for the Preservation of Virginia Antiquities purchased the building in 1907, did structural repairs in the 1930s, as well as extensive renovation in 1956. The porch was reconstructed in 1978. Upon entering, you will find the front parlor, the dining room, the tap room, gaming areas, and upstairs, sleeping quarters. Today, the site is a designated National Historic Landmark, owned and operated by the Washington Heritage Museums, which offers tours most days of the year. And, by the way, notice the rate card tacked to the door. In the 18th and 19th centuries, keeping a horse for the night here might cost more than sleeping space for the horse's owner. Go ahead, knock on the door, and let a tavern wench or an indentured servant show you around. You could also check out the Facebook account as well as visit their website.